Now, everybody loves Mario Kart and its wonderful tracks, but the battle mode is a lot of fun too. In this video, I'm going to be ranking all 35 Mario Kart battle stages. Now, I won't be counting the retros as separately, since they're all pretty similar to the original version, for the most part at least. This is just going to be one video where I rank all the stages. Let's start. Number 35 is Battle Course 4 from the Super Nintendo. The stage has way too many lanes and really isn't that good for 2 players in the original. In Mario Kart, you have 6 people to go against, which is more than 1, but the problem still stands that it's way too big and really not that fun. Number 34 is Battle Course 3 from Super Nintendo. This one has ice in it, and you also have to break through some ice blocks to get to the item boxes at the start, which is pretty cool, but it's an ice stage, so of course it's going to be slippery, and of course it's going to be boring in the Super Nintendo version. Number 33 is Battle Course 2 from the Super Nintendo. This one is beach themed, meaning it looks a bit nicer on the eyes, plus you have some water to avoid if you have a feather, but it's still very basic layout. Number 32 is Battle Course 1 from the Super Nintendo, the best Mario Kart battle stage from the beginning. It's still very simple, but there aren't nearly as many lanes as in the 4th version, and in Mario Kart 8 is especially good because you have a bunch of lanes to use. You also have the watchtower in the middle, which is neat too. Number 31 is Battle Course 1 from the GBA. Now, this stage is also a bit simple, but in the Mario Kart 7 version, you have these rocky wrenches to avoid, and the stage fits perfectly in the smaller side with 8 players, making for some fun chaos, which I enjoy. Number 30 is Swamp Desert. Now, Swamp Desert is extremely annoying because you have to deal with a bunch of slippery ground, and the fact that in order to get to the item boxes, you have to avoid the swamp and the cacti, or you have to keep tricking. A very annoying stage. I don't enjoy it. Number 29 is Double Deck from Mario Kart 64, the only stage from this game that hasn't been remade, and I can see why. It's confusing and maze-like, but at least you can drop in on other players, and it's more fun if you have more than 2. Number 28 is Battle Course 3 from Super Circuit. Now, this stage is like one, but there are less lanes, and it's a bit bigger, and in the Mario Kart Wii version, that can be a good thing. Now, number 27 is the Nintendo GameCube from Mario Kart Double Dash. When you know the cosmetic differences, the stage is just a huge arena, just basically a huge blank square, which I suppose is fine if you like that, but I prefer my battle courses to have a bit more interesting features in them. That's why it sits near the end of the list. Number 26 is Sherbet Ring from Mario Kart 7. Although the ice is slippery here and the penguins can be annoying, I do like the music, and the stage also looks nice, as well as the fact that it is still a lot of fun, and it even has bumpers you can go against, which are cool. Number 25 is Chain Chomp Wheel from Mario Kart Wii. Now, this stage is an annoying chain chomp to avoid, a big jump in the middle that really isn't all that useful, and the moving floors, which also aren't that cool. But if there's one thing I do like about it, it's the whole aquarium and roulette wheel vibe, I guess. So that's pretty neat. Number 24 is Tart Top. Tart Top is pretty empty, except for that jump in the middle where you get the item boxes. I hate how that's the only place to get the item boxes, and I never really had that much of a good time playing this stage, seeing as how long it takes. Number 23 is Skyscraper from Mario Kart 64 and in the Wii version. In the original, it feels too small, and in the Wii version, it feels too big, which is weird. But one thing I do like is being able to trick off the areas in the middle and from going from the inner to outer rings, or vice versa, which is nice, but I don't know, it feels a bit too dangerous. Number 22 is Big Donut from Mario Kart 64 and it's 7. Now in the original, this stage is nice enough because you have these walls to avoid and you can spot players on the other side, but it's a bit lacking in the visual department. But in Mario Kart 7, you have to avoid lava geysers, it looks a lot more interesting and more medieval, and you can even take a glider in the middle, which makes this a lot better, in my opinion. Number 21 is Tilt-A-Kart from Mario Kart Double Dash. Now, this stage is kind of like GameCube, where it's very flat, but it's in the shape of an 8-bit Mario, and item boxes rotate and fall off the edges, which is pretty cool. Makes the stage a bit more interesting. But like I said, I'd like the battle stages to be a bit more interesting, other than just being flat. Number 20 is Battle Course 4 from the GBA. Now this stage is more desert themed with a Yoshi Sphinx, some palm trees, and an oasis, which is pretty neat. But the problem is it's also a bit too flat, and having to deal with the oases can be a bit annoying, but it's still nice enough for what it is. Number 19 is Battle Course 2 from the GBA. Now, this stage is a bit of a Bowser Castle theme stage, which is the lava grates, and it's lava and stone bricks, which is pretty cool. You can only access the middle different lengths you can go in with certain jumps, which is pretty cool. So I guess it's pretty interesting. Number 18 is Palm Shore from Mario Kart DS. The original, going in the water slowed down, which is fine, but in Mario Kart 7, I much prefer having the water not slow you down, which is pretty neat to have in this game. So yeah, it's a nice stage, and it's a bit interesting and requires some strategy. Number 17 is Cookie Land from Mario Kart Double Dash and Wii. In both versions of Cookie Land, it's very chaotic, very hectic, and there isn't too much room to run around. It's pure chaos, and it looks tasty, but sometimes the chaos can get a bit much, and it almost feels a bit too small, even in Mario Kart Wii. Number 16 is Nintendo DS. The stage is much better than the GameCube, because there are actually two different areas you can go on. You can go to the top screen of the DS, but in that area, you can fall down onto the touchscreen area of the DS, which is pretty cool. So it's nice to have different access points, and it's not too bad for a more open, flat stage. Number 15 is Block City from Mario Kart Double Dash. This stage feels all different in a lot of different areas. Some parts of the stage have you take different routes, others have you fall down, but it's just a blocky city, which is pretty cool. But it also feels a bit too small, which is fine though, considering you can only have 4 players in battle mode. Number 14 is Block 4 from Mario Kart 64 and DS. In the original, the stage felt too big for only having 2 to 4 players, but in DS, this is improved because now you have 8. It does have a pretty good layout, and although it doesn't look that interesting, it's certainly a lot of fun to play with its different fortresses and bridges interconnecting them. Number 13 is Funky Stadium. I know a lot of people love Funky Stadium, but it's way too big in the original. And I say in the original because the stage will inevitably return soon, I'm sure. But even if it does, it needs to be toned down in size a lot, if you ask me. It certainly looks cool, but I could almost never find opponents here. I feel like it would be a lot better outside of battle mode, and I do like tricking off the areas like the half-pipes and a giant ramp, which is fun and all, I suppose, but it's still not enough to be able to make it one of the better ones. Number 12 is Block Plaza. Now, Block Plaza is a pretty cool stage, and an interesting sequel to Block 4. You also have these different floors you can go on, but you also have sinking statues of Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy, and other parts of the stage, which make it more hazardous, which is pretty interesting. And like I said, I do like the way the stage looks. Number 11 is Lunar Colony. Now, Lunar Colony has lower gravity, which makes it unique, but you also have this whole space theme going on, the 3DS Rainbow Road remix, and overall it is a pretty interesting layout, so I do like it, but it does feel a bit too open, but I don't really mind that. Number 10 is Twilight House from Mario Kart DS. Now, this stage here has a bunch of different rooms you can go on, 9 to be exact. You also have some outer areas. I do like these battle stages, interconnecting rooms and paths and things like that. And it definitely looks nice and creepy, so that's why it's my favorite from Mario Kart DS. Number 9 is Delfino Pier from Mario Kart Wii. Halfway through the stage, the gates open, the drawbridge comes down, and in the area in the middle starts to have water flood up. This is pretty cool, and I do like how the size of the stage isn't obnoxiously large, and like I said, I like how it opens up, you have more area to explore. I just wish the water didn't rise so quickly, but it still has a nice cheery vibe going on. Number 8 is Honeybee Hive from Mario Kart 7. This is a bit similar to Twilight House, but with a more interesting theme, and more going on in each room. Some of the rooms are empty, others have sting bees, others have item boxes in sticky places, and one of them even has a pipe you can trick on, which sends you to a completely different area. It's pretty nice. I like the music and the theming, so it's pretty cool. Number 6 is Urchin Underpass from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, I'm not a Splatoon fan, but I do appreciate how it's very similar to the original Urchin Underpass in Splatoon 1. Now, in this stage, the layout can be a bit confusing, but it's still a lot of fun, and I enjoy it. And like I said, I do like how this layout feels a bit like a city to me, almost. I haven't really brought that up, but it does. Number 5 is Sweet Sweet Kingdom. Now, I forgot. Number 7 is Battle Stadium. Now, Battle Stadium is the kind of stage that has a very varying layout. In some parts of the stage, you can take different routes, which lead you to be more open, but in others, you can take more secretive routes, which is cool. Now, the stage is pretty linear, but I don't really mind that. And it's definitely the better of the stadium of the stadiums you battle in, not just for the name. Number 5 is Sweet Sweet Kingdom. Now, Sweet Sweet Kingdom has a bunch of cake slices and waffles and syrup, and it just looks very delicious. You also have some ice cream too, and I do like how in the layout you can sneak around at any moment and catch someone, so that's pretty cool. Number 4 is Woohoo Town from Mario Kart 7 and 8. I wish the stage was nighttime like in the original in Mario Kart 8, but other than that, it's still really great. I like how you can drive in a basketball court in the town square by the bell tower, and it's a bit like Sweet Sweet Kingdom where you can cut players off or follow them without them noticing. So that's pretty cool. Number 3 is Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is a game that I'm not too interested in, to be honest, but it definitely is a very good layout here. I don't really like in the original, it shares the music of GameCube Bowser's Castle, but I do like the DS Luigi's Mansion remix of the track in that game, not the battle stage in 8 Deluxe. I really like all the different paths and routes you can take, and how you might even find someone coming around at the last second. I also like the different pillars and being able to go out into the rainy roof during a thunderstorm, and being able to drop down to the second floor. It's better than the track, in my opinion. Number 2 is Pipe Plaza from Mario Kart Double Dash and DS. This stage is just crazy. You have these wireframe platforms you can drive on, but you also have these pipes you can warp through, and when you do, you're gonna have to deal with other players going around you. You have the area in the bottom, and you can pretty much fall from the wireframe platforms at a moment's notice, which makes it especially crazy, and it's definitely one of the better battle stages of all. And number 1 is Dragon Palace from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I love Dragon Driftway, both the track's aesthetic and the music, and to see both of those in the stage is already cool, but the layout's very interesting. You can keep a watchful eye of players inside the palace, and outside the palace, you have a bunch of Gobblegut statues, which is pretty cool. It's a very interesting stage, and it's my favorite Mario Kart battle stage of all. Thanks for watching. Bye.